right, we are now tracking the latest developments regarding the war in West Asia and its implications across the globe. And global fuel prices have surged sharply since the US-Israel war in Iran erupted on February 28th of this year. The conflict and closure of the Strait of Hormuz have disrupted nearly 1/5 of the world's oil supply, sending Brent crude soaring over 55% from around $72 to above $116 per barrel. At the pump, pain is widespread. US gasoline has crossed $4 per gallon. Diesel is at record levels, while Europe also sees pricing topping €2 per litre in Germany, France and Italy. Asia too faces sharp hikes in China, in Japan, South Korea and Pakistan. Let's in fact take a look at the fuel price hike. This is important to understand what we are bringing to you, because the Strait of Hormuz still remains a critical area in this entire war, and when we are looking at fuel, that controls 20% of the fuel flow. So let's look at the price hike, the premium fuel hike, and we are bringing you the prices from India right now. The XP 100 petrol, the earlier price was around 149 rupees per litre, and the price now is 160 per litre. We have XP diesel, earlier price was around 149 per litre, and now it's also increased to 160 rupees per litre. So we have seen a slight rise. Obviously the government is doing all it can to make sure that the consumers do not feel the pinch of this entire conflict that is currently happening in the Strait of Hormuz. Let's look at the ATF hike. Remember that across the globe, ATF prices have increased over 100%. Let's see how the government is in fact now planning this out. The price earlier for ATF fuel was around 96,638.14 per kilolitre. Right now, the government is saying that it will be around 1,04,927 rupees per kilolitre. But remember that the government is also in fact bearing the brunt over here. They are making sure that the entire amount of the increase is not transferred, and they are only looking at somewhat of a 25% or a marginal increase in the price. So you saw the difference from 96,000 to around 1 lakh. Now let's look at the price hike. The cylinder LPG hike, the price earlier was around rupees 1,768.50, and this is the 19 kg cylinder, and the price now, we are obviously seeing a staggering increase of around 2,078.50 rupees per 19 kg cylinder. So this is, we are in fact looking at some of the rising fuel